to the long road to glory in FM26 with Chelmsford. And where we left off, we played some FA Trophy games and we got some wins. I mean, the Gateshead one wasn't as convincing, but we made it through. We're out of the FA Cup with a disappointing one, obviously. So the FA Trophy is the only real chance we have at some cup silverware. Since we left the Gateshead game, we've just kept winning. I don't know what's going on. I'm quite happy with it, but 1-0 against Gateshead again in the league. So 2 games against Gateshead, and they hate us because we beat them twice. And then 4-0 against Forest Green, and then 1-0 against Boreham Wood. Spazov getting on the score sheet again. He's definitely been a better backup striker than the other guy, Botswain. And then this game, 4-0, we had an own goal, 2 from Bonnie, 1 from Corbett. So Bonnie is back in the goals. Hopefully for the rest of the season he'll be scoring loads, but we'll just have to wait and see. And then Sasu scored as well. So we've got a lot of scoring talent on this team. And because of all these results, if we have a look at the league table, we are now first place in Enterprise National. We were not pushing for first place. We just keep winning. So let's keep it going. Do you know what I mean? So the game against Carlisle in the league is going to be super, super important. But we also have them in the FA Trophy for the next round. So we're going to take on Carlisle in the FA Trophy and hopefully beat them in this round as well as beat them in the league. We've got so long until we do have to play them. So hopefully we don't drop too many points over February and March. And when we play them here, it's not as an important game as it would have been if we're as close. But they're on our tails. We're only, what is it, a point ahead, I think? 2 points now. We're now 2 points clear of Carlisle, 65, 63. We're well clear of third place by 10 points. The annoying thing is second place in the National League is still playoffs. So it's going to be a real gut punch if we don't make it on first place now, because we'll have to do playoffs. And I always hate playoffs. They're such a scary thing. Since we went away, the only thing I think's happened in terms of players, like kicking off or anything, is Lapsley has said he demanded more game time, which I've given him a little bit, but I also said you have to accept you're going to be a squad player now. You're not as good as Moene, and you're also old. You're 30, but the problem is he's also our vice captain vice captain. Odesenia is our captain, so he's if he does get unhappy, it could be a problem. But the team we're going for, Winterbottom in goal, who's since he's come back has been an absolute fortress. 9 clean sheets, 9 conceded in 16 appearances. Absolutely insane. Best goalkeeper. Love it. We've got Risho on the right, Grimwood, Armour in the middle, and Kamanga on the left. Now, Risho is tired. I would ideally like to replace him, but Ronan is out injured, because what are we if we don't have injured players? Do you know what I mean? So actually the injuries are getting much better now. We've got just Ronan out for 6 days and Appia out for 3, and a few people back, like Josh is back from injury, and so is Remy. So we are looking better, but yeah, so the back line, a tired Risho and a Kamanga who is not our best left back, but we've got Barbrook on the bench. He's just a little bit tired as well. Then we've got Moene and Odesenia in the middle with Lapsley on the bench. Sasu, Bailey and Corbett up front with Bonnie, the main centre striker man. Bailey's been insane this season, 9 and 6. So Sasu, 9 and 5. Corbett, actually, I say Bailey's been insane. Corbett's 12 and 5, and he's been injured for bits of the season. He's been very good. 8 and 8 for Bonnie. So 8 goals, 8 assists. That's insanely good as well. For a striker to get 8 assists as well. Smashing it. Overall, I think there's many players who are doing... Remy's doing pretty well, actually. 4 and 6. How many has Spazov got now? 3 goals, no assists. He's just a striker, isn't he? So we're going to jump into this game and hope that we can... 1 minute. We're attacking mentality. That's a bit wild, isn't it? We want to go back to positive. Otherwise, we might get a little bit ruined by Carlisle. All right. So let's address the team. Good run. I mean, we're saying the same thing every team talk, but it's just got to happen. The snow is still falling. I think the snow was falling last video as well. We've got nothing but snow coming down, but it's not in the Melbourne Stadium in Chelmsford. We're away at Carlisle, so this could be interesting. An away day. We need to show up, make the most of it. Let's kick off. Let's do that as well. Perfect. Cut out. Beautiful stuff by Kamanga, who I was a little bit unsure about, but you love to see it. Sasu now has the ball. Plays it back to Grimwood. Over to Odesenya, to Moene, to Armour. He's been fantastic, by the way, Armour. Kamanga now has a little bit of space. Plays the ball in. No one there. Headed away, but Sasu brings it down. They gave him space, and now it's a corner. Are we going to get a highlight from the corner? No, of course not. That would be too easy. Odesenya now has the ball. Kamanga plays it back to Armour. I will say as well, though, Armour is wanted by Reading, and I think Reading are like League 1 at the moment, or maybe League 2. So he might be going at the end of the season. What a run and what play by Sasu. I'm sorry, that was insane. Look at this. James Bailey getting another goal. He's superb. Sasu gets the ball. I'm so glad we spent money on this guy. He cuts in so well. No one challenging him. Instead of going for the shot, he plays a little pass in. 3 defenders on Bailey and he still gets a goal. Smashes it. And Carlisle are 1-0 down. And they haven't had any shots on target. So let's keep it that way. Bailey, like a Jack Russell at your ankles. He's not letting you go. But they still have it. So maybe he did let you go. Played forward. Down the middle. But it's then sprayed out to the right. Put in. Well blocked. I don't know. I think that was Armour. Got in the way of that one. Very well blocked. Odesenya hoofs it clear. And we survive, but barely. It's just a taste of what can happen if you switch off for a second. We're looking fairly good. Actually, possession-wise, we've been so bad at keeping possession, but possession-wise, we're 50-50 at the moment, which is surprising against a team like Carlisle. I think we won a game. It was a 1-0 win a couple of games ago. And we had something like 31% possession. We're not people who we're not a team who retain possession, unfortunately. I'm looking at the players. Richaud, Odesenya, Corbett, they're all looking tired. Need to keep an eye on that. I don't want any injuries from this FA Trophy run, really. It's been a very quiet half after that goal, though. Kind of everyone's settled into a rhythm. There we go. 39 minutes in, we have a highlight. Free kick deep in the Carlisle half, and they're just playing it out with some nice passing. Wern has it. Plays it forward to Kelly, to Embleton to Brown. Oh, it was beautiful play. Flipping heck. You can't really hate on that goal. I mean, you can say our defence should have done more, but that was insanely well worked. Look at this. Embleton plays it to Brown. Brown with that little dinked through ball. Perfectly weighted for him, to be fair. No one on him. Winterbottom wasn't getting there. You got to give him that. That was a great goal. Really bad time for us to concede, though, because it's just before half time. Right, Richaud has the ball to Grimwood. Over to Armour. Long ball forward, but finds Corbett. was quite a good punt by Armour, but then Corbett's just hacked down. Oh no, he's pulled his shirt by Ellis. So it's a free kick. Are we going to get a highlight from this? No, of course not, because it's a set piece. And this team hates set pieces for some reason. I just can't figure it out. I've tried my best to make set pieces work. They just very rarely show up as highlights. I'm not really sure why. We get like one, when they nearly got there, but Brown now has it. Luckily, scoops it wide. And Winterbottom can breathe a sigh of relief. And that reaches half time. So very even, but, well, even score-wise, we've way more shots. Around about the same XG, though. So we've been quite wasteful with our shots from the looks of it. Let me just double-check something. If it is... If it's turned back to... No, shots from distance are discouraged. Good. I was going to say, if we've had loads of shots from outside the box, that would annoy me. I'm happy, yeah. Keep it up. Start the second half. We can't really do many changes. I'll probably bring Odesenya off at some point. Risho we can't really bring off. And Corbett will bring off at some point. Oh no. Carlisle with the corner. Ball in. Headed over by Hayden. I don't know if we're that good at defending corners. I don't think we are. So I get a little bit anxious every time we see a corner pop up. Right. It's another Carlisle highlight. We need to definitely make some changes. Otherwise, we're just going to fade away into this game. Because they're just passing it nicely among themselves. We're holding our shape well. Oh, it's terrible. Terrible by Armour. How did he let his man? You need to step up on that, man. Okay, we're going to have to go attacking. Like, just watch this. This ball over. Armour needs to push up on that ball, but he doesn't. Then Grimwood is just in no man's land. And it was a good finish, but that was terrible play by our defence. Really disappointing. Okay. We've gone attacking, and I'm going to make some changes in a second. Odesenya's coming off, and Corbett's coming off. Armour, up to Odesenya. Let's see if we can do something now just to get ourselves back in the game. Moene to Risho. Risho to Bailey. To Bonnie. Back to Bailey. Oh! He has a shot, but it's saved by Keeps. And it's out for a corner. And that is it, because again, it's a corner, and we don't do anything with them. Can you tell how annoyed I am by that? We're going to go with Corbett off for Josh, and then we're going to swap those two rounds. Does he play best on the left or the right? The right, yeah. So we'll play Josh on the right. Sasu on the left. Do we take Bonnie off for Spazov? I think we do. We'll bring Kamanga off and put Barbrook on. And last change. Actually, is that all the changes we're allowed to make? That's all the changes we're allowed to make. Do I not take off Bonnie? And do I bring on Lapsley? I'm going to bring on Spazov. This might be a big shout, because if Spazov can't score, we're in trouble. We're going attacking. We've got a little bit left of the game. Well, we've got quite a lot left of the game. But well blocked by Grimwood. Hoofed out. And we're just on the back foot again. Carlisle have come out this second half and really brought the game to us. And we are not coping with it well. We might be out of the FA Trophy here. Oh, my goodness. I thought I was about to go in. I was about to say, there we go. That's our game done. But luckily it just went wide. Unusual display of poor goalkeeping from Winterbottom this game. Well headed out. We've now got the ball. Sasu on the left. He's not usually on the left, so let's see how he does. Odesenya, good pass up to him. Plays it back to Barbrook. Through to Odesenya. What's he going to do with it? Plays it back. Spazov. How did Bailey miss? Oh, we needed that to go in. I can't believe he missed that. There's great play by everyone, but Bailey just can't find the target. It's like a game of two halves, isn't it? First half, we looked like we were completely in control. Second half, we've thrown it. Risho, well played, but no one up there. Oh, Spazov, great play to get the ball. Hold it up. Or don't. Or don't. Flipping heck. I thought you could hold the ball up and see what you could do with it, but he burst into the box. He's definitely been more lively than Bonnie since coming on. Bonnie does have games where he just disappears, unfortunately. All right, Carlisle back on the attack again. Ellis has it. Into the box. Whelan. Oh my goodness, there's a corner. It bounced around. I think either Winterbottom or our centre back, one of the two, got their final touch on it just to poke it clear, but it was not comfortable. Spazov up again again up to clear it, but it's only out for another corner, is what I was trying to say. Oh, come on, boys. Is this how we're gonna fade with a whimper in the FA Trophy? No trophy for us. Sasu, well played. Run, boy. How tired is he? He's pretty tired. Well played. He keeps it forward, but come on, we didn't want a free kick. Josh is hacked down in a good spot, but we just don't do anything with set pieces. It's such a waste. All right, Barbrook over to Bailey. Back to Barbrook to Sasu to Barbrook. Got a bit more of an attacking threat with Barbrook on the left now. Saying that, he just absolutely wasted that cross. Didn't even beat the first man. Sasu grabs a shirt. Are you going to book him for that, ref? Good, because someone else was pulling shirts earlier and they didn't get a booking. Don't want to see any of that. It's been close. It has been a close game, but they've been flipping heck. Barbrook with the diving header. We do somehow get it out. Josh bringing the ball down the wing on the right. Bailey over to Spazov. He's been so bright since coming on. Sasu, look over to the other wing. There you go, Barbrook. Up to Sasu again. Oh, that was nearly a throw-in. That was that bad that it nearly went out for a throw-in. I don't see us making the break. We're being wasteful with our shots on target. Spazov's been bright since coming on. Sasu's been really good on the left, but I just don't see us having enough to get through. Well headed by Risho, but it's things like that where you kind of know the game's not going your way, where the header clear goes to an opposition player. It's like you can feel the momentum's just not going to go your way, and it can be really frustrating. Like when you have a corner and the header out doesn't go to your man, it goes to theirs, and they hit you on the counter, like that. It like, what was Odesenya doing there? Armstrong just gathered it up. Odesenya wasn't even challenging it, and it's things like that which just mean the boys have basically given up a little bit. I'm thinking. Brought down by their player on the right. Oh my goodness. What a save by Winterbottom, and that does go out for a throw-in. That was a good reaction save because it took a deflection as well. It could have gone worse. Still only 2-1. If we can get another goal, it's down to extra time and penalties. Grimwood to Spazov, who heads it on, and there's no one running off of that ball. Come on, boys. Like, it's just, everyone seems a bit dead. Do you know what I mean? No movement. We want to see a bit more. We're done. It's 90th minute. 92nd minute, and we're still well off. Spazov bringing it forward, but he's surrounded, brought down. What? And there wasn't even a free kick. I mean, that just sums up our day. Come on, ref. What are you doing? Sasu now has it. Spazov. And then they call it there. I'm going to have words with the officials. No, it was a fair game. I mean, it's frustrating that we were out the FA Cup, FA Trophy in that way. What the heck's going on there? We started so brightly and then just faded away to nothing. Like we just really didn't seem like we had much going on after. Um, what that is an interesting look. What am I going to say? We were the underdogs. Good effort. Yeah, I don't want to kill the morale in the team for a game which actually, if we now don't have to focus on the FA Trophy, could be beneficial. Because if Carlisle are focused on the FA Trophy, we have more potential to stay ahead in the league. So, what I think we're going to do is we are going to play through to the next Carlisle game. It's going to be a double header of Carlisle because if we do, that will probably be, if there's a game in between where we could win the league, we'll come in on that. But the next big game for us is Carlisle, without doubt. I mean, maybe Southend, but like they're so far off us, it doesn't really matter that much. So I think we go in for Carlisle. They're our rivals for this season, basically, and we've just lost them. So we're and that's away as well. It's going to be a really tough game. So we're going to be back soon with that one. So stay tuned. Okay, so talking about how teams are in for Armour, just quickly, Daniel Armour has had an offer automatically accepted because it reaches his release clause from Peterborough. Where are Peterborough? League One. We can't challenge with that, can we? He's way too good for us. We got him as a free, young 18-year-old at the time. He's now 19. We're gonna get 115k for him, but that's really disappointing. That means that we might have to struggle for the rest of the season with defenders, with centre backs, because we don't have. I mean, we do have cover for him in Appia, but I don't think he's anywhere near that level. Like the reason we've been so good at the back is because of him. Look, 7.29 is his rating at the moment. I mean, we've got Appia, and that's it at centre back. It's gonna be a real struggle for the rest of the game, rest of the season. I mean, hopefully he stays until the end of the season before he's signed, but I don't think that's the case. I think he's probably gonna go straight away. He's a leading League Two player already, so we had a player who's way too good for us anyway. But damn, very very annoying. So just thought I'd give an update on that one, but we'll be back for the Carlisle game or an update on what's happening with Daniel Armour and the transfer offers. Okay, so what I feared would happen has happened. Daniel Armour has signed for Peterborough, and that transfer has taken place instantly. Even though we're in February, obviously non-league don't have what they called transfer windows, so it was just a straight away. He's gone. 29 appearances and 1 goal for us. An absolute beast, and very sad to see him go because I thought he was going to be a good player for us to hold on to, but he was too good. Unfortunately, he was too good for us. Look at those stats. He was an absolutely outstanding player. I wouldn't be surprised Scottish international in the future. I'm just going to put it out there. I know that it's very low leagues that we're in at the moment, so being a good player doesn't. But he's 19 and he's already putting up that sort of stats. 19 determination. 11 work rate is a little bit low, but overall, yeah. So Daniel Armour is gone. We did get 115k for it, but our finances are looking slightly worrying. We're minus 287,000, and that's after the 115 grand we made from that player sale. So overall, it's probably not going to make too much difference in terms of money coming in. It's not going to be like the big sale that we needed in terms of, because we had a new stadium build which has come out of our finances. We need to do a training refurb, but we can't do that yet because of money. So it's going to be interesting to see how we work that. We don't really have a lot in the budget. We've got 1k, but I'm going to see if I can find young defender to cover um, the position that Daniel Armour's left. Until then, our squad is going to look somewhat like this. Armour's gone, so I need to put probably Appia in there. It's last season's centre back duo, Grimwood and Appia. I think Appia is still a very good defender. He has a little bit of room for potential growth. He's 24, so he's not like young like Armour was, so he doesn't have as much room for growth. But I think he's still going to be a very good player for us. Grimwood is, I think, the same sort of age actually. Yeah, he's just a year older and is still a very good player and got loads of potential as well. So these two will be good, and we can definitely build a defense around them. It's just not. We don't have that superstar player in defense anymore. We did play these two in defense in our last game. We took Armour out because obviously with the transfer rumours and stuff like that, I didn't want to have that affect our performance. And we did win 1-0 against Solihull Mers and had a really good defensive performance. Grimwood getting a good result, Appia getting a 6.8. So overall, we did play well. Moene getting a goal, which I don't think he scores many of them. That was his first goal. So there you go. Moene getting a decent goal there as well. So yeah, just a little bit of rebuild probably for our defence needed before the end of the season, just to try and make sure we get this over the line. We're still first place with ahead by 2 points, but we don't want to lose that with injuries or something like that. So yeah, I'm going to go away, look for a free and maybe a loan as well, someone who can cover but not necessarily needs to start every game. But yeah, that's just an update on that. Bit disappointing, but it is what it is. And we miss out on 15% of the fee because Man United get it. How dare they? Like they need it. Okay, so we have our defensive cover for Armour leaving, and that is Josh Grant. We brought him in on a free. He's a centre back who can also play left back and right back if needed. Good heading, good marking, good tackling, fairly good mentals. So I think he'll be a good cover. He's coming as a fringe player, so no expectation, only $5.50 per week. So we're not going to have problems with him saying he wants to play more. He's not a young player. He's 28 years old. So we'll next season be looking to bringing in some more younger players who like Daniel Armour that we brought in last season. But for this end of the season, we just have cover now to make sure that we don't miss out. Where did he come from actually? Carlisle. Wow, I didn't realise that. He was released from Carlisle last season. So it's going to be interesting to see how that all goes. But we've got him to cover the position that's now lost from Daniel Armour. But I think Appia will be first choice, and then Josh Grant will be rotation. So we're not completely left out in the cold, but we're not. Definitely our defence is weakened from that. But I think we're all right. So we'll come back in a second for the Carlisle game. Okay, so we have made it to the Carlisle game, and it's still pretty close, as you can see in the league, 92 to 87. We have pulled away a little bit. We had a little bit of wobble. Carlisle had a little bit of wobble. It was all wobbles all over the place. Not too much of a wobble, just dropping points here and there. Like we got beaten by Rochdale. We then had a draw against Tamworth, and I was like, oh no, what's going to happen here? Are we going to absolutely throw it? But then we started to get our wins back. As you can see, 4 on the trot. We got some wins. Spazov getting some goals. He's definitely played very well for us. Bailey as well, doing really well for us. And Corbett as well. We've got 3 really good goal scorers there. And Bonnie is a little bit more... He's just a little bit more inconsistent, I'd say. And Sasu as well. Both of them will score, but just not. They're not the ones that I would rely on, like wholeheartedly. Like yes, they're going to score this game, sort of thing. Then Altrium. I don't know how you say their name. We won 1-0, and Odesenya got a goal. He pops up with one every now and then. We had a draw, and then we won against Weldstone with Spazov and Appia scoring and Corbett getting a penalty. For some reason, penalties don't show up on this little bit here, the goal scorers, which is a bit annoying. We have, what is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more games left. Without a doubt, the biggest game is Carlisle. Halifax, Hartlepool, Truro, and Harrogate. I don't think any of them are near the top. Halifax is like mid-table. Truro is Harrogate quite low down. Hartlepool are bottom. So after, we've got quite an easy run of games. But this game is going to be a really tricky one. Carl are chasing us. If they win and we lose this game, it's 92 to 90 points as we go into the last 5 games of the season. If we win, then we get 95 to 87, and I think we're basically there. It won't be a trophy lift, I don't think, but it'll be the closest we've come to it, sort of thing. A lot of news about record number of wins and that for Carlisle and points haul. We're above them. Why are we not getting records? Come on. So for the squad, we've got Winterbottom in goal, who's been insanely good. A little bit up and down at times, but for the most part, just a really solid keeper. Risho, Grimwood, Appia, and Barbrook in defence. That's now our go-to defence. Lapsley and Adesanya in midfield. Lapsley needing some more game time, otherwise he's going to get unhappy. So we'll give it to him. And a new guy that we brought in, Max McFadden, can play anywhere along that top attacking line. And I picked him up for free. One of my scouts found him as a free agent, and he looks very good. Hopefully he will be good. We're about to find out. Bailey in the middle and Corbett on the right. That's probably, Sasu. Sasu is definitely up there with these guys. I don't know if they're the best. It's undecided because Sasu is actually not, I think, as good, maybe on a par with McFadden. Maybe we put Sasu on that side with Corbett, but then where does Corbett go? It's hard that we've got too much talent. But I do think that Bonnie or Bailey or someone in that attacking, or maybe even Corbett, will get poached from us in terms of transfers at the end of this season because everyone's played so well. Look, Corbett's got 15 and 7. Bailey's got 13 and 9. Sasu, 10 and 11. There's a lot of people who have played well. I mean, Spazov, 8 and 1 in the short amount of time that he's played for us is insanely good, right? But that's the team we're going for. We're going to use Spazov and Sasu as like off the bench sort of players. Remy actually did really well, just quickly, against... Is this going to show international games? I don't think it is. Damn it. There you go, St. Lucia. He scored in his last game. Where'd it go? He scored 2 goals recently, got a rating of a 10.0. I think probably got man of the match. If not, what are they doing? Against St. Perry and Miquelon. I do not know where that is. Probably somewhere in the Caribbean, because that's where St. Lucia is, I think. So, yeah, he did very well internationally. So we've got a little bit of international talent within our team as well. But we're going to head into this match. It's a scary time because it's a big game. Let me just quickly check the bench. Grant, Wene, Sasu, Kaminga, Remy, Spazov. I think that's all right. Where's Ronan? Maybe Ronan? No, Grant can play right back. That's fine. He can cover right back. Let's go. So we're good to go. This game is going to be really important. I think we can still win the league if we lose it, but we need to win all of our games. If we win this one, the rest of our games aren't as tense and important. So let's hope that we can. And also, like, they beat us in FA Trophy, and we want to beat them. So we want a little bit of a revenge. So let's do this. It's a rainy day. We are away from home again, just like the FA Trophy. It's important that we don't start off well and then collapse like we did last time against them. But we do want to try and get a couple of goals at least. Looks like Bailey's brought down by Linney, by Carlisle, but no foul and they play on. Hayden has it over to Feeney. Feeney up to the winger, Luamba. Puts it in. Oh, there's two at the back. Oh my goodness, over the bar. I thought that was going in. It was headed down well by their player, but blazed over in the middle of the penalty area. Winterbottom with the goal kick. Hoofs it up there to no one. Poor delivery from us. Just to be back on the defensive back foot again. Harper plays it out to Linney, to Harrison. Come on, boys, put foot in. Lovely. Lapsley, you know what? You're winning me back. He demanded more game time, and I can see why. He deserves it now. I'm not liking how little we are involved here. It's just us soaking up the pressure at the moment. Come on, boys. They're playing it nicely around. Passing game. Feeney now back to Hayden. They're just going back to wing, trying to get past our defence. Luckily, Richaud plays. What? As if that was a foul. That was superb by Richaud. The officials are crooked. Dreadful. Okay, we're again quite low on possession stats, but that does seem to be how we win our games. We go low possession and then just hit on counter or soak up the pressure and then have an attack of our own sort of thing. Barbrook with the throw-in. Long to Appiah, but back up to Barbrook. Oh, he gets past his man. Puts the ball in. Oh, Bailey! I think if he had left that, McFadden might have been in a better position, but it was off the bar. It wasn't too bad of a header. Another throw into us from Barbrook. Up to Bailey. Bailey. Back to Appiah. Over to Lapsley in the middle of the field. Long ball forward. Bonnie, he will get there from the looks of it. Only just. Oh, it looked like it went out. Corbett across. Bailey shoots it against the player. Odesenya now has it though. Bonnie. Back to Lapsley. Odesenya. To Lapsley. Come on, boys. See if we can break through. Richaud. In, but it's deflected out for a corner. And you know what that means. Oh, we're actually going to see the corner. Are we going to see a goal from a corner? Grimwood. So close. I mean, we actually won the ball at a corner, which is something. I wonder if because we don't have a set piece coach, our corners and free kicks and that just aren't effective. I think that if we get promoted up, I say when, like it's a given thing. We're 0-0 with Carlisle at the moment. But if we get promoted up, we need to push for getting more staff, like a set piece coach and more coaches or something like that, just to improve our levels. Oh, Linney gets past his man well. Flipping heck. I thought I was in. Grimwood tackles well. Now McFadden has it to Lapsley. Boys, what is going on with the slow getting it out? It was terrible movements there. There's a lot of like pulling the ball back and being a bit slow with it, and then a poor clearance. But that ball smashed off the post. They were very unfortunate not to score there. We were very fortunate for them not to score. McFadden. Now, let's see if he's impressive as the scouts said. Odesenya to Bailey. And that's a corner. I'm not quite sure what Bailey was doing with the ball there, but it did hit someone out for a corner. Again, a highlighted corner. We're not used to this. Barbrook puts it in. Headed clear by Feeney. Corbett brings it down well. What are we going to do? Plays it in the middle to Odesenya. Against his man and then corner again. We're getting lots of corners, boys. And it's another highlighted corner with Corbett to take. Ball in. No one gets there. Bailey to McFadden. It's passed around nicely. McFadden now has it again. Appiah. Richaud. McFadden somehow still has it. Flipping heck. I thought that had gone to the player. Bonnie. Oh. Damn. Bonnie has a wild swipe at it and it's just wide of the post. We're very close to scoring there. Right, their keeper hits it out to their left-hand side. They're doing a lot down the left. Well played by Grimwood. He's so good, Grimwood. Corbett to Bonnie. Up to Corbett again. And that is a goal. And that is a goal that you see quite often. Bonnie and Corbett linking up. A beautiful little 1-2. And he just slots it away. There was never any doubt when he was in that position. We say, definitely having some doubt. Look at this by Bonnie. Beautiful to play that back through to Corbett. Great run by him. And then he just picks out that far corner. And goal. We are 1-0 up. And the boys are starting to believe. We've definitely been the brighter after we had a lot of beginning of the first half, a lot of pressure, and then we've grown into the game. All them corners gave us a lot of like pressure that we could build on, and now we're 1-0 up at half time. Corbett with the goal, Bonnie with the assist. We're very happy with that. Let's keep going. Looking at Barbrook and Risho both looking tired, but if we start the second half, we'll try and get to like 60 minutes before we have to make any changes, because the two covering players they're not as good, so it does weaken us as a team. Ronan and I can't remember the left back's name now, but the other left back. Ball in from Carlisle, well headed out by Appiah, and McFadden throws himself at that to get it clear. Wow, what a shot and what a save. That one was flying into the top corner, wasn't it? All right, Carlisle again with a chance. They definitely come out with a mission on the second half. This is how it went last time, though. We were 1-0 up, and then we ended up losing 2-1 because they had a really strong... Ooh, McFadden. Oh, no. Oh, no, McFadden. That looked a bit dangerous. I think he might come off for Sasu now. I can see the Scottish side of his gameplay is alive and well, and he definitely don't want to have a red card in this game. I think Spazov is going to come on for Bonnie, and Kamga, I think is how you say it. Kamga is the guy I was thinking about. I don't know. We've got Grant, who can play right back, just not very convincingly. So I might undo that one and then confirm those changes with a team talk. And then we will bring Risho off when it's getting a little bit later in the game. We went a little bit early compared to when we usually do. 60 minutes is usually when we get to, but I just want to make sure we kind of stay on top of the game and we don't leave it too late to make the changes and then get overrun. That was really good passing. Great save by Winterbottom. Well played to get down low. He hoofs it up there. No one up there. Headed clear. Bailey heads it back. Where's Spazov? Our striker's like playing as a deep line. He's doing a cane. He's playing as a deep line midfielder. They've now got the ball very comfortably, passing it around. We're pegged back in our own half, as you can see. Everyone behind the ball. Defending. Well played by Winterbottom to come and collect. But now another long ball forward. We do have people up now, finally. Lapsity plays it back to Bailey. Bailey takes it past his man, but he's tackled. Good foot in from them. Bailey went a little bit too much with it. Linney now has the ball to Harper. They're still in defence. They're not really pushing out just yet, but here they go. Linney down the line. Oh, Sasu. Flipping heck, that side is just eager to hack people down. That can't be a card. Yeah, it's just a lecture. Thank goodness that. Like, it was just a little poke. Just a mistimed tackle. Over to Kamga. To Bailey. To Corbett. He is tired. Plays it back to Kamga. To Odesenya. To Kamga. To Corbett. Terrible. He lost the ball and hacked the player down. Yellow card for Corbett. I don't think we have anyone to cover Corbett on the other wing, which is unfortunate. I would have liked to have changed him out, Bailey's really not doing well in the middle, is he? Just realised it would have been better to take Bailey off for Spazov and keep Bonnie on. That was a bad call from me. It's unfortunate. Long ball forward for them. Harrison plays the ball in the middle. Well blocked. It was by Grimwood. It's a little bit like a heart in the mouth moment for him. So it looked like it might be going in as an own goal, but it goes out for a corner. Dinked in. It's almost like a copy and paste of last game. We played well first half, and then second half, we just looked like a different team. Do not look like we have what we need to get the win over the line. It's so frustrating. For some reason, Carlisle have our number. They soak up pressure, let us score in the first half, and then just absolutely smash us in the second. Kamanga puts the ball in. Sasu nearly made something happen there. But they have a goal kick now. It's 1-1. If we draw, I think we're still in a fairly strong position. If we lose, it's going to be a really annoying end to the season. I'm not going to lie. Ball played forward by them. And we just don't seem to be... Grimwood with a terrible tackle. Only a warning, but like the player beat him and he just took him down. We seem a lot less confident than we did replace with Grant. Oh yeah, we probably should take Risho off for Grant. Oh no. Own goal by Grimwood. As I was looking at the bench, Carlisle went for what was it, a throw-in from the looks of it? Yeah, and then they played it around very nicely. And it's exactly how it went last time. It's now 2-1. Tackle by Lapsley. Harrison gets the ball. And it hits off Grimwood. I mean, it was probably going in. But it's a hard goal to concede. We're going to make that change with Risho. I really hate Carlisle so much. We're going to take Corbett off for... No, we're not. What are we going to do here? Right. We're going to do Spazov as a secondary striker. Then Corbett or Sasu. We're going to do Sasu. Up front. We're going to switch things around a little bit. See if up front we can get a bit of a change. Okay. Can't do the team talk the second time, unfortunately. Come on, boys. 1 goal. Just to get us the draw at least. A loss here is pretty devastating for us, I'm not going to lie. I think the boys' heads might drop. Motivation might be lost a little bit. Sasu now has the ball. It's to Spazov. Over to Corbett. Brings it down well. Outside of the box. Odesenya puts it over. You score them like every 1 in 10, so it's not really what I was looking for. I wanted them to work it in the box a bit more. Come on, lads. What is going on? We're a better team than this. Hayden now has the ball in the middle. He's played pretty well, to be fair. Their defender, Hayden. Grimwood, not so much. He's on a 6.3. You got to ask if we had armour in defence. I mean, we had armour in defence. And, cut out by Remy there. And then poor pass. But then a tackle, a wayward tackle by Cork. Slows the game right down. That's what they're trying to do. They're trying to kill the game off. But what I was saying is we had armour in our lineup last time we played them and lost 2-1. So probably wouldn't have made much difference. We just can't play Carlisle away. We really struggle against them. Right, they have the ball now on their right back. Mears plays it forward. Well played by Osenya. Corbett. Don't lose it, please. There you go. Lapsley up to Sasu. Look at the wing. Over to Remy. He's been playing well recently. Remy puts it in. Corbett. Off the bar. And Remy gets it, but then too heavy of a touch and loses that out to the defender. That was the chance we needed to score. It didn't quite happen for us. Odesenya hits it up. Sasu Can't quite get there because the keeper punches it out. It's a lot of backwards and forwards, but nothing is going our way. Corbett gathers it up again to Odesenya. To Kamanga. Come on, get the ball forward, lads. We've got 3 minutes left. Not like that. Come on. They know we're desperate. They're just hanging back in defence. Kamanga commits a rookie foul, and I think that's probably all she wrote because they're now on the attack, and I don't see us getting it and getting back in the attack within a minute and a half. If we can, I'd be very happy, but they're not rushing to take this free kick, are they? Oh, so annoying. So annoying. This game. Hits off the crossbar. Spazov heads it out. Lapsley heads it on to no one. I mean, very poor awareness from Lapsley. We knew that they were just going to come back and hit, and then they hold the ball up and nothing from it. And this is going to be just basically a full-time whistle blow, and Mears with a throw in. Oh, stop waving your hands about, you little Jeb, and throw it out. Come on. And there he goes. Bonnie is being asked questions if he was good enough. Probably not. He's good and not at the same time. This season he's been so hit and miss, and when we need him to show up and score, he just doesn't, and that is dreadful. I'm far from pleased with that. They look stressed. Damn right you should be stressed. We just might have lost out on a trophy because of that. So really not pleased. We are 2 points ahead still. We have how many games left? Let's have a look. How many games left? 4 games left. 4 games, all against teams we should be able to beat. We're gonna, in this video, play until we get play off camera until we get to a game where we could either potentially win it or we know if we have to play playoffs. And then next video will either be next season or the playoffs we're about to see. Okay, so we are at the second to last game of the season, and there's a potential that we win the league here. So I wanted to make sure we played this one on camera. Since we left off, we drew 1-1 against Hartlepool and won 2-0 against 1-1 against Halifax and 2-0 against Hartlepool. Hartlepool bottom of the league, and that win did send them into confirm their relegation, so send them into the North-South leagues, unfortunately, but it had to be done. We're against Truro, who are 17th. We're in a very strong position. Who are Carlisle playing? I want to know, so that we can kind of just scope out what's going on. It's not letting me leave. There we go. It was hanging on to me. Carlisle are playing Tamworth, who are 8th, so a much harder game for them. Let's hope that we can capitalise on that. We've got Winterbottom in goal, Ronan because Richo got injured and is still slightly unfit. We've got Ronan on right back, Grimwood, Appiah and Barbrook in defence, Lapsley and Odesenya in midfield, McFadden, Bailey and Sasu in attack, and Bonnie up front. We will probably be switching things around mid-game. Remy and Spazov may be coming on for certain players, but look how many goals they've got among them. You'd think we've got a chance here, right? 1 assist for McFadden so far this season. Hasn't hit the ground running as quickly as others have, but I have faith. I have faith that he will be good. So we're going to jump into this game against Truro. Okay. A match that we should be winning. Make sure we do. Come on, boys. Faith, faith, and faith, because you've got to have faith. That's our team. That's our lineup. It's looking good. Lapsley is kind of the only one there. Oh no, and Ronan as well, who is like not always a nailed on starter. I think there's a hard decision to make next season in if we keep Lapsley because he's a vice captain and he's really good for the dressing room, but he is not our by far our best midfielder. We've got 2 or 3 midfielders ahead of him, but he does kick off if he doesn't get game time, which could cause problems in the overall. Nicely played by Appiah there. Barbrook plays up to Sazu, to Odesenya, to Lapsley. Has a shot, but it just rolls to the keeper. Yeah. So do we get rid of him, or do we like next season and just say thank you for your service, goodbye, or do we hold on to him and run the risk next season that he might cause a little bit of upset in the dressing room? I'm not sure. Sasu now has the ball, has a shot, hits the crossbar. McFadden, just a very pillowed header, very nicely cushioned, should we say? Cushioned header, not pillowed. But nothing from it. 3 shots on target, none from them so far. Come on, boys. We need to make him count. That's the only problem. The shots need to be in the back of the net. Well tackled by McFadden. Bursting forward. Bonnie now has the ball. Lots of players in front of him. Odesenya plays it out to Ronan. Bursts into the box. Corner kick because it hits the shins of a Truro defender. But nothing from it. Again, we're back to no highlights from corners. We had a few highlights from corners before and now nothing. All right, 20 minutes in, headed out by Grimwood, but it's back with the Truro players. We are closing quite well, but I'm concerned. I'm always concerned when another team attacks, especially when Barbrook does something like that. Dinked over, headed, well gathered by Winterbottom. He had that all the way, but you never know sometimes, do you? Come on, lads. We've been very hit and miss this at the end of this season with our results. So it's a little bit of like, it just because they're 17th and we should be winning it doesn't mean this is a given result. Ball forward by their keeper. It's a bit of a strange goal kick, but it works out for him. Law has it. McFadden brings his man down. It's a yellow card. Yeah, I can see McFadden might be a problem going forward in the future because he's definitely up for a foul here and there, isn't he? We're going to go attacking. I want to get us a goal. Come on. Barbrook to Bailey. Into the box. No one gets there. Headed clear, but only as far as Appiah. Barbrook to Bailey. To Barbrook. To Odesenya. To Barbrook. I don't see much movement. Come on, boys. We need... McFadden! What a goal! I was just saying there wasn't enough movement. Flippin' heck. And then McFadden, what an absolute screamer. Love it. I was thinking this passing was just going nowhere because it was just a lot of passing amongst each other. But then it goes out to McFadden. He's got a little bit of space. Absolutely spanks that with his left. I don't even know if he's left-footed, but he should be after that. Great goal. And now we're 1-0 ahead at home. Good chance to really set our place as champions of this league. But it's going right down to the wire. I wouldn't be surprised if it goes down to the last game of the season, to be honest. Law now has it. Plays it back to Sanders. The Law. Sanders. Plays it over to Holgate. Truro are just passing it nicely at the moment. Trying to build up a little bit of play. Jeffries gets on the wing. Puts the ball in. A free header, which is by Marsh, but just goes flying over. Look at the Truro fans. They're going mental in the back there. They've brought a lot of support from the looks of it. You hate to see it happen then, that we're going to hopefully get a win here. When all their fans are here. McFadden, good block to get the ball. Bailey brings it forward to Sasu. Sasu bursts into the box. Just plays it against the knee of the defender, and it's a corner. And nothing happens from a corner. Of course not. But it is a corner. McFadden to take. Could that be what was missing? McFadden with the corner. Loops over. Odesenya to Bailey. Back to McFadden. Oh, no. He was offside. He had nothing but time and space, but there was a reason for that. He was offside. Although annoying, we don't see replays for like offsides. I'd like to have seen that to make sure, because I'm not sure it was, to be honest. Ball in for Turo, very last minutes of the first half, and it's gone out for a Chelmsford throw-in, and that's just half time. McFadden's goal was the difference. Now we have a difficult decision to make. McFadden has been booked, but he is basically the best player on the team. But he's got an angry streak about him from the looks of it. So do we keep him on and hope that he's not going to get another foul, or do we take him off after he's got that goal to try and keep the game under control and not? I think we take. I'm going to bring Bailey off because he's looking tired for Spazov, and we're going to put him on as a secondary striker. And then we're looking at McFadden. Remy would replace him quite easily. I think we do that. We just want to be safe at the moment. Left back, we do have our left back on the bench, and Harbrook is looking tired, so I think we do that change as well. We confirm those changes, start the second half. 3 changes to start the second half to try and keep things fresh and not fall into any traps of like we did with Carlisle, of complacency and just losing the game the second half. Remy with a corner. Puts the ball in, headed away. Kamanga to Spazov, and it was far off. I was going to say it wasn't too far off, but it wasn't a great shot. We seem to be good at, if we have a corner highlight, it's when we're like mopping up on the outside of the box and we get the ball. We don't tend to win the ball in the box with corners, unfortunately. Okay, 60 minutes in. Kamanga with a throw-in. Sasu. Kamanga. Appiah. Grimwood. To Ronan. To Remy. Back to Ronan. Up to Remy again. Puts the ball in the box. Bonnie. Oh, come on, Bonnie. Bonnie, again, has just not shown up for this game. It's been a very disappointing performance from him. He just seems to be so inconsistent. Sasu now has the ball. He does not enjoy playing on the left, I've noticed. His rating doesn't go that high when he's playing on the left. I think he struggles. We need to play him on the right and find someone else to be a left-handed midfielder. Spazov with not a bad shot, but straight at the keeper. It was on target at least. Now Turner has it. And then it's over. Again, with our possession stats, we are 38% possession. It's very low. But it seems to be working for us, apparently. All right. Ball forward. Jeffries has it. Kamanga, don't really know what he did there. Trips Jeffries. If that's a yellow card, that's insane. No, yes, just tell him off. It's just a little trip, ref. Well played by Grimwood. It's a penalty? Ronan pushes Sanders. What? That was such a soft penalty, wasn't it? I'm sorry, that's ridiculous. I don't know how good Winterbottom is at saving penalties, but please. What a save. He's kept us in it. Superb play by Winterbottom to save the penalty. It was not a deserved penalty anyway, so feel a little bit relieved that didn't go in, but crazy that a push from Ronan gives them a penalty. It was hardly even a shove. It was just a shoulder barge, if ever I've seen one. Spazov plays it to Bonnie. He's got nothing but time. And that is just telling you how Bonnie is playing at the moment. He is really struggling for form. He'll get a goal and then he'll just disappear for like 2-3 games. Lapsley plays it to Appiah. To Kamanga. Hits the ball long up to Spazov, but too many people around him. And now Turo have the chance to attack. Well played by Kamanga. Sasu to Bonnie. To Lapsley. Over to Bonnie again. Good little pass and moves. Dinks over to Sasu, but surrounded by players. Again with Kamanga putting it in like that, but it's not working. Are we just going to keep doing it until it works, are we? Come on, boys. You could have taken that ball down and used it. Sasu well played to win it back, though. Odesenya to Lapsley. Long ball forward. Don't really know why we're playing those long balls into the box. Bonnie's not winning them. It's quite poor, really. Well played by Kamanga. Lapsley. Over to Spazov. Over to Sasu. The two players who are really struggling, Bonnie and Sasu. And I don't really have anyone to switch out for them, unfortunately. Spazov's having a great game in that secondary striker role. It's a throw in for Turo deep in their half. Ronan gathers it. Plays it into Bonnie. Plays it to Spazov. Oh, it hits the defender. Marsh is completely alone. 4 defenders in front of him. If he gets anything from this, I'll be angry. Come on, boys. This reeks of a draw. I can see them getting a goal last minute to make it 1-1. Spazov well played. Tackles Oaks. He's been a great signing mid-season. Our original signing of Botswain wasn't it. He wasn't doing it what we needed as a backup striker. And Spazov's come in and just been superb. Come on, Ronan. Penalty and a free kick and a yellow card. Like, he's just had such a poor game, and I don't have any subs to replace him with. He could throw this game for us, to be honest. So, is that free kick or a goal kick? It looks like free kick. No, maybe a goal kick. Long ball up. Well played by Lapsley. This ref is ridiculous. A yellow card for that. As if that is a yellow card. If we're going to win this, it's definitely not because of the ref. Flippin' heck. Grimwood. Ronan. Up to Remy. Back to Ronan to Lapsley. And it's a free kick. Oh, not... unfairly blocked. Not a yellow card there, ref? Just going to give him a warning? Oh, I see. Let's see how it is. Lapsley, though, he gives a little shove to someone, and that's a yellow card because it looks like outright assault, does it? Disgraceful behaviour from the ref. Winterbottom smashes the ball up there. Sasu doesn't challenge for it. Comes back, though, and wins it. I'm surprised he's 6.3 because he's been all over that side, winning the ball back for us. Sasu. And that's probably, yeah, thank you. It's probably why he's not got such a great rating, because he's not been doing much with the ball once he does win it back. Oh, it's a free kick in a really dangerous area. It's the last kick of the game. What do you want to bet? Jeffries curls this in. What a save by Winterbottom. And there's a corner now. All we have to do is hang on for dear life to keep this 3 points. Jeffries with the corner. Puts it in. Brought down, but Spazov tackles and then clears it. And that is full time. 1-0 to Chelmsford. Was it enough to get the win that puts us champions 99-95? That's 4 points. That's a win of the league, right? We won the league, but still no trophy lift. What's going on? That's craziness. We're on 99 points, which is enough. Looks like maybe Carlisle lost or drew their last game. Yeah, they drew against Tamworth 1-1, which was enough to give us the win. McFadden's goal was the difference to get us the win in the league, but no trophy lift again, which is really weird. It seems like either I'm glitching out here or they don't have trophy lists for this level. Maybe League One and up is where the trophy lists are at. But our initial budgets are 24k wage budget, and we're currently spending 29, so that's not good. And 51k transfer budget. It's actually less than we had last season, so that's going to be a real struggle next season because we want to bring in some big boy players, don't we? Really. Chelmsford fans are ecstatic. Chelmsford board is ecstatic. And Lapsley has praised me for the title win, saying how great I am. So that is the result. We're going to come back next time at the beginning, probably July 1st of next season. We'll play the last game. It's kind of a nothing game against Harrogate off of camera, and then we'll do some wheeling and dealing to get some transfers done. We already have 2 transfers that we're on the go with, which are Louis Bradbury and Yul Helafu. Bradbury comes from United under-21s. His contract is up. He's a striker who looks like he might be a fairly decent choice, if not for first choice striker, but maybe a backup striker. And Helafu is a right back who can also play left back, which is literally what we've been asking for. Great. He's super fast and like really determined, good work rate and stuff like that. He's not quite there with these sort of stats, but he'll definitely get there. He looks like he might be a bit of a special player, Helafu. So hopefully we'll be able to get both of them in. Both of them come in with release clauses, which is a bit annoying, but you kind of have to take that with players like that. But yeah, thank you for watching. Hopefully you're enjoying. That's our second season done and our second trophy in the bag. We've won the what is it? Conference. It's not conference anymore. What's the league called? Oh no. Enterprise National South and now the Enterprise National League. So 2 trophies in the bag as Stanley Scribbles. We've definitely got some favourites in our team, players that we've kept for two seasons, mainly Grimwood, I would say, Appiah definitely, Barbrook for sure, Odesenya definitely as well. Those 4 are the players which I think we're going to stick with as well next season as well. We don't need too much changing in our defence, apart from maybe a new right back. I think Ronan can go after that performance he just put in. Lapsley, we need to think about if we want to keep hold of him or not. McFadden is a good player, but is he going to be too hot-headed? I'm not sure. We'll just have to wait and see. Bonnie, is it worth cashing in on him and then trying to find using Spazoff as our striker, hopefully getting that young United striker in and maybe giving one of our lone strikers a chance like Botswain. We've got 2 youngsters as well, Jet someone and things like that. So maybe it's worth cashing in on him for like say 250k. I don't know. He has definitely, I say he's not been that consistent. 10 goals this season, 18 last season. Played most games in the league. He's not a bad player. It's just he's not quite there for me. So I need to think. Maybe we keep holding for one more season. If an offer comes in, we think about it. But we hopefully see him being able to score goals at that next level up. We've seen that he struggled at this level to kind of get the goals that he did last season. So maybe he might not be getting that many goals next season. We'll just have to wait and see. But yeah, thank you for watching. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and come back next time for more Football Manager. And I'll see ya when I see ya.